Good morning. Great to see you again, virtually, for these practices that we're sharing together. When we come together to practice yoga, it lets us make space through the body, through the mind, bring everything to a state of balance. And in that space, it allows for things like kindness, generosity, compassion to arise. And the unhelpful patterns, the unhelpful aspects, things like fear, anger, those can leave. Fill the space with the positive aspects instead. So start by finding a comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back, really rooting you into the earth. Lift up through the crown of the head. Take a deep inhalation. Let the body feel spacious, expansive. And as you exhale, just let everything soften, even as you keep lifting through the crown of the head. Close the eyes if they're not already. And take a few moments here to let yourself fully arrive. Notice the sounds around you. Whether you're somewhere outside, in a yard, or if you're inside a room. Notice the far-off distant sounds. And notice the closer sounds, more nearby. And as you focus your hearing, without analyzing, but just listening, listen closely for the sound behind the sound. The silence underneath all the sounds. And then draw your attention further inward into the body. And just start to notice the breath. Notice the texture and quality of the breath, however it is naturally at this point today. So without making any effort to change it, notice if the breath feels smooth, or if it's kind of rough or jagged at any point. Notice if the breath feels smooth, or rather if it feels deep or shallow. And finally notice where in the body the breath moves most. What part of the body is it that expands and contracts with every breath? Just notice. And now start to deepen the breath. Let the belly be soft. And as you inhale, fill the body to a fuller capacity. Nice, smooth exhalations. See if you can make the inhalation and exhalation the same length. bringing balance to the breath. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll begin with 3 ohms together. First, exhale completely. Deep inhalation. Get ready. Release the hands, open the eyes. And now we'll practice a 3-part breath, a form of Viloma pranayama. And this is sometimes called a full yogic breath. So we'll do each of the 3 parts individually and then combine them to have the full, complete breath. So first, bring one hand onto the belly. And now as you inhale, extend the belly into the hands. So you're just inhaling way down into the lungs, diaphragm drops. And on the exhalation, the belly gently draws back towards the spine. So a few breaths here, just breathing into the belly. Now bring the hands outside the rib cage. This time you'll keep the belly drawn in, and then you'll breathe into just the middle portion of the lungs. So as you inhale, the ribs expand in every direction. And as you exhale, the ribs draw back in. Take a few breaths here, breathing into the ribs. Spreading the chest. Now bring the fingertips to the upper chest, just underneath the collarbones. So this time, keep the belly drawn in, keep the ribs drawn in, and it'll be a shallower breath just into the upper portion of the lungs. So as you inhale, the upper chest gently rises. And as you exhale, it lowers. A few breaths here, just into the upper chest. Release the hands. And now we'll put together all three parts. So you'll inhale from the bottom to the top, filling first the belly, the ribs, then the upper chest. And the exhale from the top down. So if you want, you can bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the rib cage to help feel this a little bit better. Start with a nice smooth exhalation. Now inhale, first expand the belly. Keep filling upward into the ribs. And finally, all the way full as the upper chest rises, full capacity. Exhale, lower the upper chest. Then the ribs draw in. Finally, the belly draws in at the bottom. Again, inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, belly. Keep going at your own rhythm. And after you finish your next exhalation, release the hands, release the breath to a normal smooth rhythm. Sit with the eyes closed, observe the breath, and just notice any effects, whatever you feel. And open the eyes. Bring the fingertips to the front of the chest, right on the sternum. As you inhale, drop the elbows back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, hollow belly. Again, inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Keep going like this. Now sit tall in the center. Reach the ribs forward and then move the ribs in big circles around the hips. Now reverse directions. Same movement. Just gently bringing some movement into the hips, the low back, all the internal organs. Come back to center. Inhale, arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. As you exhale, drop the right elbow down, pull the left elbow up and back, turn to gaze down over the right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale through center. Go to each side one more time, gently stretching the shoulders. Inhale back through center. And now exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind the back, left hand outside the right thigh. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale back through center, arms rise. And exhale, twist to the left. Looking over the left shoulder, inhales for length. Exhale, draw the belly in, gently deepen the twist. Inhale back through center. And now shift forward over the feet. Make your way to hands and knees, all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And now start some big circles, moving the hips around the knees. These circles can be as big or as small as feels best, as fast or as slow. And now reverse direction. Come to a still in the center, and then hips to heels, child's pose, balasana. Extend the arms forward, forehead rests down. And as the hips sink towards the heels, let the breath spread across the back of the chest. Inhale, rise back to all fours. And now tuck the toes. On an exhalation, send the hips way up and back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And slowly walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Knees bent, feet about hip distance apart as you drape the upper body over. You can keep the hands down or grab opposite elbows. Turn the head gently, sway the upper body gently. Sitting bones floating upward. Lowest part of the belly gently drawing in as you fold over that space. Release the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Again like that. Inhale, halfway lift, hollow belly, crown of the head reaching. Exhale to fold. With bent knees, inhale, roll all the way up to stand. And step the big toes together to touch. Heels about an inch or two apart. Spread the toes on the mat. And now, feel or imagine rooting into 4 points of each foot. So press into the inner ball of the foot, the outer ball of the foot, the outer heels, and the inner heels. And with those 4 points rooting down, now feel a sense of the lift from the arches all the way up through the center of the body, up through the pelvic floor, lifting through the diaphragm, lifting through the roof of the mouth, the soft palate, and lifting all the way up through the crown of the head. From the ground up, all these stacked planes rising upward. And now shift the weight forward and back. You'll feel the weight shift across the feet. And then gently side to side. And try to find that point of perfect equilibrium between front and back, right and left. And when you find that, stay there in the center. feet rooting deep into the earth, crown of the head, shooting out towards infinity, out into space. Shoulders drop down and back. Steady gaze, steady breath. This is Samastitihi, the equal standing pose. Now inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, roll all the way up through the spine. Arms rise. Now catch the left wrist with the right hand, reach up and arc over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side, up and over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come up off the back. Bend the knees here so you can rest the chest on the thighs. Let the head be soft as the arms fall overhead. And now inhale, straighten the right leg. Keep the left knee bent. Twist to look underneath the right shoulder. And then back through center. And now straighten the left leg, twist to look under the left shoulder. You'll feel this stretch the outer left thigh through the IT band. And back through center. Release the hands to the low back and then to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, float the arms down. Lift the crown of the head. Samastitihi, equal standing. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up through the spine, arms overhead. This time, float the right arm down, reach the left arm up and over. Hips move out to the left. Now stay here, roll the chest open, looking up underneath the left arm. Inhale, back through center. And exhale to the other side, left arm down, right arm up and over. Press into the right foot, roll the chest open, gaze up underneath the right arm. Inhale, back through center. And now exhale, hands behind the low back. This time bring the fingertips pointing up or slightly out. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Belly drawing in. Lifting through the sternum. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, fold forward. Hands slide down the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, roll all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, back to Samastitihi, equal standing. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness inwards. And again, just notice any effects. Whatever small changes are there. And open the eyes. And still standing at the top of the mat, hands to heart center. We'll prepare for Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations, bringing some more heat and movement into the body. Feel the feet pressing downward, crown of the head lifting up. The body awake, alive. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive forward, bright chest, then round at the bottom. Inhale, step the right leg back, look forward. Exhale, left foot back, empty of breath, lower knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, slide forward for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, hips high, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward to meet it, fold deeply. Inhale, rise all the way up, root into the feet. Exhale, hands back to heart, get tall. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back this time. Exhale, right foot back, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, strong legs. Exhale, back to center. So that makes one full round, leading with the right leg, then leading with the left leg. We'll go through 2 more full rounds, moving at our own pace, letting the breath and movement happen together. And if you need to take extra breaths, no problem, but eventually work towards having 1 breath per movement. If we go at different paces, that's absolutely fine. We'll meet as we finish. So here we go. As you're ready, we begin. Whenever you finish, stand with the eyes closed. Again, bring the awareness inwards. Feel the breath. Feel the heartbeat. And then release the hands, open the eyes. Hop the feet about hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold forward halfway down. Reach down and grab the big toes, bend the knees as much as needed. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold deeply, Padangustasana. Steady, full breath here into the chest. Let the head and neck soften, elbows drawing out to the sides, sitting bones rising upward. Inhale, lift halfway. And now exhale, switch the hands to insert your palms under the feet, Padahastasana. Get the toes all the way up to the wrist creases. The knees might be very bent. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold back down. Steady, full, rhythmic breaths. Elbows drawing out to the sides, shoulders away from the ears to give the neck space. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, stand up. And as you exhale, hop the feet back together, Samastitihi. Now step your right foot out in a big step, turn to face the side of the mat. And then turn the right toes out, left toes slightly in, arms to a T. Now bend the right knee over the right ankle into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. Gazing over the right fingers. Now inhale, straighten the right leg, arms overhead. Exhale, come back into the pose, pressing the hands down. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more, full breath. Now stay in the posture, strong through the legs. Legs spiraling outward as the sitting bones drop. Steady gaze over the right middle finger. And turn the right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Gaze to the palm of the right hand. Spread the right ribs. Sink a little deeper into the front knee. And now inhale, straighten the right leg. And as you exhale, reach out over the leg, Trikonasana. Right hip pulls back, right hand to the shin or to the floor, left arm straight up. Gaze to the left thumb. Steady breath, steady focus. Press into the feet. Inhale, stand all the way back up. And exhale, turn the feet to the left. Left toes out, right toes slightly in. Bend the left knee. Settle into the legs. And now inhale, straighten the left leg, arms rise. Exhale, strongly press down as you sink. Twice more. Inhale to gather in. Exhale, deepen, strong through the center. One more. Stay here now, Virabhadrasana. Spreading across the chest, sink deep into the front knee, root into the outer edge of the right foot. Sitting bones dropping, lift through the crown of the head. Turn the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior, arc up. And as you exhale, sink a little deeper into the front knee. And now inhale, straighten the left leg. And exhale, reach out over the leg for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Left hand down, right arm up. Gaze up to the right thumb. Every inhalation, reach through the crown of the head. As you exhale, draw the left hip back, belly in, roll the chest open. Inhale, stand back up. And now turn the feet to the right again. Bend the right knee back into this warrior two shape. And now moving into extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. On an exhalation, reach out over the leg, right elbow to the thigh, or right hand to the floor. Left arm sweeps alongside the ear. Gaze to the center of the left palm if possible. Steady breath. Root into the feet. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, second side. Bend the left knee. So first spread across the chest. And now on an exhalation, reach out over the leg, either left elbow to the thigh or hand to the floor. Right arm alongside the ear this time. Then press into the right heel as you reach away with that hand. Steady breath. Inhale, stand up, heavy tailbone. And now release the hands. Turn both feet parallel. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out, so the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. Then release the hands to the floor if they come easily. Otherwise, to a block or some other prop you have at home. Inhale, reach the chest forwards. Exhale, fold all the way down. If the hands are on the floor, walk them so they're in line with the feet. Hands and elbows are shoulder distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale here, just feel grounded in the feet. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, hands behind the low back. Interlace your fingers. As you inhale, send the hands down, lift the chest. Then exhale, fold forward again. One smooth motion. Hands come up off the back and overhead. Drop back into the breath. Sitting bones rising. Inner thighs spiraling back. And gently squeeze the heels towards each other. Lowest part of the belly drawing in. Inhale, stand all the way back up. Then release the hands. Step back to the top of your mat. Samastitihi. As before, close the eyes. Pause for just a few breaths here. Notice whatever sensations are arising. Whatever you feel at this point. And now open the eyes and shift the weight into the left foot. So left foot rooting down, remember those 4 points on the sole of the left foot. And then feel the lift from the arch of the left foot all the way up through the center of the body. And now turn the right knee out to the side. Either bring the right heel to the ankle or pick up the foot to either the calf or the upper thigh. Vrikshasana, the tree pose. Hands to heart center. The right foot presses the left leg presses back into the right foot. Right hip dropping down. Establish a steady gazing point. If it feels stable, extend the arms overhead. Their palms together or apart, reaching up. Steady gaze, steady breath, steady focus. Everything growing tall through the center of the body. Inhale to get even taller. And exhale, hands back to heart center. And unfold the right leg. Set it down, 2 feet on the floor. Now shift the weight into the right foot. Second side. So again, spread the toes on the mat like roots, extending out, grounding you. And then feel that lift from the right foot all the way up through the center of the body, this long central axis. And turn the left leg out. Place the foot on this side, which might be the same as the first, or it might be totally different. Hands to heart center. Steady gazing point. Steady breath. Steady focus. If possible, arms overhead, growing tall through the midline. Notice all the little fluctuations that are there through the ankle. All the small adjustments, keeping you steady, keeping you calm. Always moving toward peace. Inhale, grow even taller. And exhale, hands back to heart. And unfold the left leg, set it down. Step back to the top of your mat if you're not already. Samastitihi, equal standing. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, and then step the feet back to a high plank position. Pause here, pressing back through the feet. Reach the chest forward, look slightly forward. Inhale, draw the belly in. And exhale, slowly lower to the belly. Inhale for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now bend the knees, look forward, either step or jump top of the mat. Bend the knees, sit the hips low. Inhale, Utkatasana, upper body rises. So hips dropping down and back, but then lift through the chest. So these opposing patterns of the lower back rounding towards the ground, but the chest reaching vibrantly, radiantly upwards. Sink a little deeper. Reach a little higher. Sink a little deeper. Reach a little higher. And now fold forward over the legs. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, lower halfway or all the way, your choice. Elbows back. Inhale for Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Spin the left heel to the mat. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise up, touch tall. If possible, palms meet overhead, gaze up to the thumbs, strong through the legs, steady breath. And now straighten the right leg, turn the feet to the back of the mat, same pose to the left. Bend the left knee, sink deep in that front leg, strong through the outer edge of the right foot. Sitting bones drop, right ribs spiraling upward. And now open to the side, warrior two again. Spreading the chest, spreading the arms, sink deep. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And then turn the feet to the right. Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing over the right fingers. Feel the power through the center and expanding out through the arms. Rooting into the feet. Steady, calm presence. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward dog, bright chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now lower the knees to the mat. And then shift the hips back to the heels. Balasana, child's pose. Let the breath wash over the back of the body. Everything softening down. Now hands in towards the knees. Roll up to a kneeling position. Then extend both legs out in front to sit in Dandasana, the staff pose. So legs extend forward. Hands alongside the hips. Feel the sitting bones press down, heels press down. Sitting bones gently rolling towards each other and then reaching through the big toe mound. Lift the crown of the head. Draw the chin back slightly. Tuck it down for Jalandhara Bandha, so there's a slight constriction through the throat. As you inhale, chest rises, heart floats. Exhale, keep the chest lifting, draw the belly in and up. A few deep breaths here, just like that. And now inhale, lift the head, arms overhead. And then an exhale, reach forward, 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 Paschimottanasana. Grab anywhere on the feet or the legs that's accessible. Inhale, back away, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Every inhalation, back away a touch. And exhale, soften in, letting the wave of the breath roll through the spine. Gently refining the posture, bit by bit, without forcing it. Just letting the breath carry it wherever it goes today. Inhale, back away, look up. And then release the pose, sit tall. Now extend both legs out into a wide straddle. And now draw the left leg in to the inner right thigh. Inhale, arms overhead, sitting tall. And as you exhale, twist to the left, left hand behind the back, right hand outside the left thigh. Gaze over the left shoulder. A few breaths here. Inhales for length. Exhales, deepen the twist. And now keep the upper body twisted. Bring the left arm up alongside the ear. And now arc out over the right leg, stretching the left side of the body. Right elbow can come to the floor, inside the right foot, or inside the right leg. And then roll the chest open, look up underneath the left arm. If the left hand easily reaches the left foot, grab onto that foot, otherwise keep reaching. Everyone roll the chest. Steady, full breath. Inhale, sit all the way up. And now as you exhale, turn to face the right leg, so pull the right hip back, chest facing over the leg. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward for Janu Shirshasana. Grab anywhere on the foot or the leg. And then inhale, back away. Exhale, fold deeply. Left ribs gently twisting across towards that right knee. And back into the wave of the breath. Inhales for length. Exhales to soften. Inhale, back away, look up. And exhale, release the pose. Extend the left leg out. And draw the right leg in. Sitting tall here. Inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Left hand outside the right thigh, right hand behind the back, gaze over the right shoulder. A few breaths here, just easing into the twist. And now keep the upper body twisted, right arm alongside the ear. Reach up and then arc out over the left leg. Left arm can come inside the leg. Now right sitting bone dropping towards the floor, roll the chest open. Steady, full rhythmic breath. And if the hand easily finds the foot, grab onto it, keep rolling the chest. Inhale, sit all the way back up. And as you exhale, turn to face the left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Head to knee pose. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold straight out over the leg. Grab wherever you can. And then inhale, back away, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left hip drawing back. Right ribs gently twisting across. Every breath, changing the shape a little. Moving through the full body. These waves of the spine. Inhale, back away, look up. And then release the pose. Sit tall. Extend the right leg out, sitting tall in the center. Bring the hands behind you. Press down and back to help roll the pelvis more vertical, sitting tall. And either stay here or walk the hands out in front. Start to fold forward any amount, either hands forward or out towards the legs. If possible, grab the outer edges of the feet. Every breath, inhale for length. Exhale, soften in any amount, wherever it goes. This is Upavishta Konasana, the wide angle pose. Inhale, look up. And then make your way back up if you're folded. Draw the legs together. And then bend the knees. Come to sit about halfway up the mat. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Hold behind the thighs, lift the chest. Then lean back just enough that you can pick up the feet for Navasana, the boat pose. Reach the arms forward, shoulders back, and lift the shins parallel to the ground. Spread the toes. Steady gaze, steady breath. Hollow belly. And if it feels very stable, try straightening the legs. Hollow belly, shoulders back, bright chest. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale, release. Feet to the floor, hug the knees, sit tall. And now very slowly, roll down onto the back. And walk both heels in towards your hips until you can just brush the heels with the fingertips. Setting up for bridge pose. On an inhalation, lift the hips. Then interlace the hands under the back. Walk the shoulders in towards each other so the base of the neck is lifting off the floor. Back of the head gently pressing down to keep the natural curve through the neck. Knees reach forward and press the feet into the floor to move the chest more towards the chin. Steady breath. Deep inhalation, and exhale, release the shoulders and hands. Slowly roll down. Let the knees drop together, keep the feet wide. Pause for a few breaths here. And now, feet parallel again, knees parallel. And we'll go through 2 more rounds of bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sharvangasana. On your own, hold for 5 breaths at the top, and pause for a few breaths in between rounds. So 2 more times on your own. When you finish your last round, draw the knees wide outside the ribs, hands to the shins. Kick the feet forward, bring the tailbone to the floor as you pull the knees towards the shoulders. And now knees in together to touch. Gently rock side to side. Make small circles with the knees, massaging out the low back and sacrum. And come to a still in the center. Extend both arms out to either side, either straight in a T or bent at the elbows. And drop both knees over to the right. Turn to look left, soften the left shoulder. Now draw the knees back through center, and then over to the left. Soften the right shoulder, turn to look right. And on every exhalation, see if you can soften somewhere a little bit more. Whatever you don't need to be holding. Inhale, knees back through center. Bring the hands along the sides. And just extend both legs straight up. Viparita Karani. Nice draining sensation from the feet down towards the hips. Now bend the knees wide, soles of the feet to the ceiling. Grab the outer edges of the feet, pull down on the feet for happy baby pose. It might feel nice to rock side to side, massaging out the kidneys and back. Or be still in the center. As you pull on the feet, kick into the hands. And try to ground the tailbone and sacrum. Now soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Kick the feet away from you to lift the head and chest, and then soften the space between the shoulder blades. Stretching across the upper back. Release the legs in this position. Stack the hands, palm face up, overhead, with bent elbows. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the belly. As the breath moves through. That steady presence, always there. And as you're ready, extend the arms long, along the sides, and extend the legs long. Setting up into final Shavasana, the corpse pose. So legs long, gently rolling outwards. Arms a few inches out from the hips, with the palms face up. Make any final adjustments, so tuck the tailbone a little deeper. Soften the shoulders, behind the back. And now before you completely settle in here, make fists with the hands. Curl the toes, tighten the arms, tighten the legs, tighten the center of the body, squeeze the face, squeeze the neck, squeeze everything as tight as possible. And now release it all. sense of dissolution, softening around the edges. The body expansive, spacious. Let yourself simply rest in pure awareness, fully alive. Start to deepen the breath again. Letting the exhalation wash down the back of the body, draining any residual tension. Then start little movements in fingertips and tips of the toes. Inhale, arms overhead, draw the legs together, stretch long through the center line. And slowly bend the knees. Roll to the right side, supporting your head on your arms. Then use the hands to press your way back up to a seat, head heavy. And same as we started, find any comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back, lift through the crown of the head. And for the final portion of our practice together, we'll do these special practices as part of the synchronized global prayers initiated by the Indian Yoga Association. So the first part of this involves 27 rounds of Brahmari. This is an inhalation for about 5 seconds, followed by about a 10-second exhalation with a low humming sound, like a sound of a bumblebee. 27 rounds. Try to keep count, but no worries if you lose track. Let the stillness after the sound wash over you, wash through you. And now extend both arms up, and we'll say together 9 times. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. Clap the hands together. And we'll close with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om, peace, peace, peace. Allow for a deep inhalation. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for practicing. May you be well, and send your practice out into the world through all your interactions, being kind, generous, sharing calm, helping us get through these times and move towards a more peaceful, balanced state of the world. We'll see you again soon.